how's it going? Thank you so much for coming to my channel. My name's Madison. I like to do videos about cooking, saving money, and I also do like mukbangs and talk about my debt. I definitely have an update today. I'm really excited about today's update. It's completely different than last time. And I did color my hair. Thank you for noticing. So it's kind of funny. I actually don't work for Ike's anymore. I know it was like a really short-lived time, and I will tell you guys why. Also, if you go to Ike's and you like these, ask them for this instead, because they only give it for the vegan sandwiches. Today I have a Jaymee Sirewich, which is like a crispy chicken sandwich. It has bum. So here's the cross section. It comes with ranch as the sauce and this other sauce called yellow barbecue. But I also got, what is it called? Godfather sauce, and I got it on French bread. And then I also put some sriracha as well with lettuce and tomato. Sriracha on the sandwich is so good. It was the last sandwich I had before I quit, and I really missed it. So I'm just gonna eat a bit, and then I'll talk about my update. So there should be a timestamp either in the video if I can edit it, or in the comments. The only thing I'm sad about is I forgot to say no cold dirty. And as soon as I realized it, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be way too saucy. And you know, if I'm saying it's way too saucy, it's way too saucy. Because I love some sauce. But the flavors really do go so good together. Their sandwiches are like almost impossible to eat without getting messy unless you get like no sauce. Which is why I usually say no cold dirty. Because they put hot dirty and cold dirty. It's the same sauce. It's like a garlic aioli. But they put the hot dirty on before it goes in the oven, which is why it's called the hot dirty. And the cold dirty just goes on at finish. Anyways, so why did I quit? I kind of wanted to quit anyways. Because I was so exhausted. But I was like trying to stick with it for a little bit longer. The chicken has really good flavor. Like when I tried the sandwich, I didn't even think I was gonna like it. But it's really good. Their regular bread is the Dutch crunch bread. It's really good too. But sometimes when you have it on there, it makes the whole sandwich just taste like that. Like you can't really taste everything else. It just depends on like what sandwich you get. Anyway, so I was headed there one day late because Brandon got into an accident 2 days before, and we were still getting everything situated like with his stuff, and I just lost track of time, just really overwhelmed, whatever, right? Anyway, I was late. Sandwich is beautiful. And so I texted that I was late, and they were like, the guy who was on shift was like, please hurry, like there's a lot going on. Which, like, okay, there's a lot going on. I'm already on my way. Like, I can't go any faster than I am. I'm already on my way. And then my boss texted me the same thing, like a minute later. He was like, they're drowning in sandwiches, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, this store does not get busy enough for you to be drowning in sandwiches. Calm down. Like, just calm the fuck down. So since I was already over it, and that just really pissed me off, I just turned around. I texted him. I was like, hey, like, pretty much just like, fuck you. And turned around, I didn't go. Because the thing about it is you never know like what people have going on. Obviously, I'm not the one who was in the accident. However, it affected me greatly. And I was trying to come into work anyway. So, yeah. Someone's just so fucking messy. Usually when I get to about this part of the sandwich, I'm like, shit, like I'm getting really full. Like their sandwiches are just huge. And not only that, but it's just like a lot of sauce. So the fat from the sauce makes you so full. Anyway, so for the first update, I made $1,300 last week. Another reason I didn't really mind like quitting Ike's is just because like it was kind of getting in the way like of the pet sitting stuff. So it's kind of like perfect timing for them to get me fucked up. There's so many dudes doing freaking landscaping right now. I'm not loving that top bun, so I'm just gonna eat the rest without. The only difference that I would like to make to this is just to put more lettuce. But yeah, it's just a like chicken patty, but the flavor in the sandwich is just crazy. Definitely gonna have to say no cold dirty next time. Okay, eating part is over. I was so hungry. I only ate like some leftover mashed potatoes today. Cool. So let's see the update that I got for you guys. I think the first thing that I'm gonna update you guys on is the total for May. So May was my first month as a full-time pet sitter because my last day at Accenture was May 1st and I only worked there for like 3 hours or something. So it barely even counts. And then during that time, I think I had like probably like 7 shifts at Ike's. So this amount is not going to include that. With Ike's, I think I made like probably like $500 for the month or something. That's what I'm thinking. Cool. So for the first week, thankfully May 1st was a Monday. It made this like so much easier. So in my calendar, the week starts off at Monday and then ends on Sunday. So thankfully May 1st was a Monday. So it'll be a lot easier to describe everything that's going on. So the first week was a little bit less because I had that thing with Accenture and I also was just starting out, right? So it was 413. So the first week was 413. I had 7 human clients and 13 pet clients. So that equaled out to be $31.77 per pet. I know that at some point in here I did the math incorrectly, or I had to like add some stuff. The second week of May, I had 10 human clients and 13 pet clients, like of those humans. And it was like $97 per pet because I made $1286.89 for that week. That was a really good week. And then because I had a constant care house sitting, the next week was the 15th through the 21st. Excuse me. I had 12 human clients, 15 pet clients. They came out to be about $42 per pet, just as like an average. And it was $681.45 for that week, it looks like. Yeah. And then for the week of 5/22 to 5/28, I had 14 human clients and 19 pet clients, which was about $37 per pet. That equaled to $721.54 for the week. And then the last week of May is also the first week of June. So I separated them out. So for the last part of May, it was the 29th through the 31st. I made $191.40. And for that week, it was actually $901.40. But taking out the part of just like June, just May was $3,294.28. And like I said, that was without Ike's. The time that it took to be at Ike's and resting after and stuff, and the money from Ike's. So now that we have that, we are currently on, I believe today is the 12th or the 13th. Sorry, my nose is like very itchy right now. Okay, so the last update had Discover. I had added, what is it? Like added to it. And the Costco, I had also added to it. Everything else was a negative, except for Upgrade. For some reason that added money. And I didn't get to look at it this month either because they decided to take 2 payments from me. Which thankfully I've been doing well, so it wasn't a big deal. I just requested it back and just got it back. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going into a lot more detail with everything that's going on now because I feel like it might be interesting to you guys, so just let me know. Simplicity started you know what? I'm not even gonna say what it started off as. I'm just gonna tell you you guys what the total was. So Simplicity right now is $691.15, which was a negative of $169.41. However, I paid $600 to that this month. So this is the total without an extra 300, because I did 300, I waited, and then I just did another 300. So it will be $391.15. And the reason it didn't go down like more than 169 is because I was using the card while I was waiting for Brandon to give me his part of the rent, because he had to wait. So I did put stuff on the card. However, I didn't let it accrue interest. I just paid it before it accrued interest. Which is what you're supposed to do anyways. So that was okay. Discover was at, I actually got it a little bit lower. So it is $49.90 less now. It's $1906.12. The double cash card, I don't know what I did to that one, but it gained some. The bottom line is that in the end, I am still paying more than what I have gained on these. The double cash, I added $129.93. I think some of that is, what is it called? Interest, and then some of it is purchase. The Costco card is negative $98.85 for the amount on that, so that's perfect. Or minus $98.85. Braces, same thing, minus $102.50. Bread, same thing, minus $90.20. Affirm is minus $22.45 for some freaking reason, even though the payment on that is like $21.89 or some shit. Some of these things are like really freaking weird. I don't know. And then Upgrade was minus $234.70. So it definitely seems like that one accrues interest like day by day, instead of just them putting all of the interest up front. It still accrues, which is kind of annoying. Okay, cool. And then my Mazda payoff thing right now is $14,332.13. Just figured I'd start adding that in here. My payment for Mazda is $413. Sometimes I pay more, sometimes I pay less. Like sometimes I'll do like half and half, like throughout the month. So the without like my Mazda stuff, I meant to tell you guys, sorry, all of it added up together is still a minus of $638.08, and then with the 300 that I just did right now, it'll be a minus of $938.08. Excuse me. So that means that this month I am $938.08 less in debt, just in case that's not coming across clearly. My current credit scores right now, TransUnion is 651, Equifax is 647, and the reason for that is that my credit card use is about 57 to 58%, depending on which one you look at. Payment history is absolutely perfect, which keeps my score up. Another thing that keeps my score up is the number of accounts I have, which is 17, because I also have school loans, which count on the numbers. Another reason that it's a little bit lower than where I'd like it to be, despite the fact that I have a lot of total accounts that are in good standing. My hard inquiries is 8, and this was from 2021 when I was trying to get rid of this car and get a different car with less payments. My debt to income ratio was so awful that I couldn't get approved for even a $10,000 car to get rid of this one and like trade it in, all that shit, because at the time I was upside down in this loan and the debt to income ratio. So anyways, I had tried, they ran my credit 3 times at this Toyota dealership that I'd gone to, which I'm really glad that I did not get a car there. Oh my God, I'm so glad that my credit did not go through. Because after they tried to run my credit for this, they were like, hey, you know, we think you could do this, this, and that. And it was this Corolla, and they were like, telling me what the payments could be. And that is such a huge fucking red flag. It would have been an awful situation, because the way my car is right now, it's not a bad situation. I have gap insurance, which is perfect because Austin is fucking stupid. Full coverage insurance, like everything, it's fine. And especially like where I'm making money right now. And then also, you know, with things that are a tax write-off at the end of the year, it's totally fine. But I'm excited because all of these will fall off on July 2nd. So I am so close. My credit is going to shoot up at least into the 700s. So that will be fantastic. The empty credit cards that I have currently are the Capital One credit card that you guys haven't heard about because it's been empty for like 4 years now, 3 or 4 years. I worked really hard on that one. And then my Care credit is also empty, which you guys know about. So if you want to know where we are on our track for June, let me see. I'm surprised I was able to pay that much for the credit cards as well, because I have a lot of expenses. Like I have gas, but I also like buy things for the clients and stuff like that. So it's really awesome that I was able to do that. I'm trying to find this page. Okay, here it is. So last week was a $1,300 week, which is separate from that other $1,300 one that I just told you guys about. This week right now is sitting at, I think last time I added it up, it was like 900. I just got like an extra tip. So it's probably at like 960 right now. So I believe this week it has to be a bit more chill because I have this house sitting. It's in Round Rock. So I can't go all the way over to where I usually go. So yeah, so I'm gonna guess that this week will end at like probably like 1,050 to 1,100, 1,120 maybe. That's where I believe that this week will end. But yeah, so if you got this far, I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. I feel like I'm doing great. Like I said, 900 in like debt payments is really great. And that is like obviously without my car and everything like that. The last thing that I was gonna tell you guys was something. Oh, so one of the like driving factors for me right now is that I really like am in desperate need of a dresser. And the type of dresser that I need is very specific because I want to buy this dresser and never buy another dresser again. Because I think dressers are one of those things that it's really good to just buy it and be done. So with saying that, I'm very specific on what I'm looking for, and that is my driving factor in paying all my debt right now, is buying a dresser and then within like 2 years saving up for a home as well, so that I can continue the pet sitting business at my residence. If you are still in the thought that this is not a real job, definitely look into it. It is 1,000% a real thing. And many people clear 6 figures with this job, and that's where I am definitely going to be by the end of 2025. I definitely see that for myself. So if you'd like to stick around, please do subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.